It is incredibly important that men surround themselves with other men who have healed perspectives on women particularly. I see a lot of men being surrounded by other men who are just in this view of women that women are out to get them, they are hateful, they are these bitches that just want to fucking destroy their lives and take everything they've got. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't some women out there that are genuinely like that. Of course, right? Of course there are certain women that genuinely want to hurt men, want to ruin men's lives, and are just genuinely out to get men. But for the vast majority of women, at least in my personal experience, they aren't like that. And so if you've got a man, particularly a young boy, who is around other men who, he respects and maybe even to some degree he looks up to as a source of influence or inspiration into sort of like what he will become, right? So he looks at these figures as like an inspiration, like a model in which he can follow, right? And so if he's around these men, if this young boy or this, young man is around these other men and their perspectives of women are just fucking completely, toxic, then that young boy or that young man is going to take on those same things. And I speak about this topic from a place of direct experience, right? When I was a young boy in particular, I was around certain men that had very bad views on women, right? Like their views on women were like, oh, women are fucking sluts, they're out to get you, fucking, just fuck women, blah, blah, blah. They're bitches, they'll take your money, etc. And I remember as a young boy listening to these older men and just thinking to myself, like, I don't know if that's true. Like, I don't know if that's the reality they're portraying it to be. Because I had experienced women in my life who weren't like that. And so I was in a state of confusion, essentially. I was like, well, these guys that I am sort of around are saying women are like this, but I've met women and had experiences with women where they didn't share any of those traits. And so from a very young age, I started to question certain narratives that I was exposed to. But there are certain young boys who won't do that and they won't question anything and they will just run with whatever they're told. Okay, so it's important, if you're a man, that you are around other men who have healed perspectives on women. Now, when I say healed perspectives, I'm talking specifically about their relationship towards women in general, right? It's not like one specific element of women, but it is specifically women, right? So their relationship towards, relationships, literally how they view relationships, what they think of relationships, whether they think it's a good thing or a bad thing, their view on dating, their view on sex, their entanglement in lust. Like if you're around men who are enslaved in lust and all they're thinking about is genuinely, oh my God, I just want to fuck this chick, I'm going to do this, fuck it, I'll use manipulation and blah, blah, blah to get a chick, it doesn't matter. You are going to take on those traits and you can think that you won't. You can believe that you aren't influenceable, but I can guarantee you that you absolutely are. You become who you surround yourself with the most, particularly other men. We learn what it means to be a man by being around other men. And so the quality of the men that you surround yourself with determines the quality of the man that you become. So if you are surrounded with men who have extremely toxic and wounded perspectives on women, and their relationship towards women in general is just completely fucked because they've been hurt a couple times and they haven't healed from that, and so they're projecting their internal experience. If you're just around that 24/7, firstly, you are going to take on those views, you're going to take on those beliefs, you're going to take on those paradigms and worldviews about women. And then after you take on all those things, that is going to be your experience. Because we literally create our own reality with our beliefs, our worldviews, our paradigms, right? So when we adopt these beliefs and worldviews and paradigms off the people around us, we are going to attract the same experiences that they have attracted into their experience because we hold the same views. Okay, if I hold the belief in my mind that all women are spiteful, conniving bitches who are out to get me, right? If I hold that view, I can guarantee you that that is what I will see in women, right? Because what you see, what you're looking for, you see. whatever you're looking for unconsciously, whatever you hold in your mind on a subconscious level, that is what you pick up and see. It's a filtration system of the mind. It's called the reticular. Whatever you hold in your mind, whatever you're unconsciously focusing on, you will attract and see more of. It's not that you're magically attracting it. It's the fact that these type of women are out there. As I said, there are specific women who are out there, and they are, matching all these toxic paradigms and whatnot. But if you are believing that all women are like that, that's all you will see. Contrary to that, if you understand that yes, some women can be like that, but you choose not to instill the belief that all women are like that, you're going to see women who aren't like that. Like, every man's experience is obviously going to be different, but my personal experience with women, I've honestly had a very good run with women. Like, I'm honestly trying to think now, like, have I even had women in my life that have been conniving and hateful and genuinely out to get me? Not really, right? Like, I've had a few breakups where, the chick done some nasty stuff after, but I'm not even holding a grudge towards her. Like, I understand she was in a place of, she was hurt, boom, boom, boom. So she was trying to deal with that the best way she knew how at the time. And so she was projecting and doing whatever she thought she needed to do in order to heal at the time. Don't hold it against her. But like, apart from that, apart from a bit of spiteful activity post-breakup, I haven't really had any experiences with women like that. And I truly believe that's because I questioned the narratives that were instilled in me in a pretty young age from the men that were around me, and I chose to believe otherwise. And so because I believed otherwise, I attracted a different experience. And also, we have a thing within our mind. It's a bias, right? It's called a confirmation bias. Now, a confirmation bias is basically a thing within the mind, a mechanism of the mind where whatever you believe, your mind is naturally going to show you more of to confirm what you believe, right? Our minds are confirmation machines. We want to confirm what we already believe. So if you believe that women are these hateful, conniving, whatever the fuck else you believe about them that's negative, your mind's like, okay, that's what he believes, that's what I'm going to show him. And so you literally create your own reality. You are attracting these specific types of women because it's what you believe and it's what you're unconsciously looking for. But if you reject that notion that women are out to get you and they're these evil fucking beings of destruction, and you choose to hold some different beliefs, then you're going to attract some different women, right? Now, I'm known to be a little bit, a bit of an extreme optimist at times, right? Especially with my beliefs. This is a tongue twister, but I believe that there's no reason to have beliefs that don't serve you. And so when I instill beliefs in my own mind, and when I choose what I believe in, I don't downplay it. My belief about women is, I believe women are extremely beautiful beings of love. I think women are very much so rooted in love. They operate off love. They want to care. They want to nurture. They want to show love. They want to support. They want to be the feminine. They want to be that cheerleader archetype in the man's life. But I also know from a place of reality that there is a dark side to feminine nature, and there is exceptions to this belief that I've constructed, right? Of course there are women out there who are genuinely just out for a man's money or just out to hurt a man or whatever. Of course, that's normal. And there are also men out there who are out to fucking just hurt women, right? There are, on both, sides of the two genders that there aren't any more genders. So if you're watching this and you are believing otherwise, you are fucking delusional. Sorry to break your heart. But out of the two genders that there are, the rest of mental illnesses, I want to say that there are bad on both ends, right? There are bitches there are chicks who are bitches who want to just hurt men and take their money and blah, blah, blah. And there are dudes who are just assholes who just want to hurt women and use them for sex and etc. Okay, so don't get caught in this paradigm that women are bad, all women are bad, or even if you're a chick and you're relating to men, all men are bad. It's not the fucking case. And tying it back to the original point, if you're a man and you are around other men who are caught in this wounded perspective, this wounded paradigm that all women are out to hurt them and that they're all bitches and they're all gold diggers and blah, 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 bro, do yourself a favor and get the fuck away from those men. Honestly, they will drag you down. They will sabotage your success. They will prevent you from getting in a healthy relationship. And even when you're in it, they will like convince you that she's doing this, she's doing wrong, bro. Get out of it. You know, fuck, it's way better out here, bro. Be single. I'm telling you, you need to get the fuck away from those men as quick as you can. There's a good quote that says, if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you, okay? So if the men are around you and, you know, they've maybe got these wounded perspectives on women, and you talk to them and you say, hey man, like, I know you've probably had some fucked up experiences with chicks, but I don't think that's the case for all women. And they're like, no bro, it is, you know, fuck what you have to say, man. I'm telling you, this is the truth. And you're just like, all right, you know, I tried to help, I tried to change them. Now I've got to change the people that I'm around. And so you get around better people, and as a byproduct of that, you become a better person. I can't stress this enough, not just for women, but in general, like being around people, whether you're a man or a woman, who have certain beliefs and certain paradigms and certain worldviews, you are gonna take that shit on. You absolutely will. I don't care how strong-minded you think you are. I don't care about any other fucking bullshit you're telling yourself. If you are around people with certain worldviews and paradigms and beliefs, you will eventually conform, or at least mesh in with their way of thinking, and that will do the same with you. So if you don't want to be more like someone, don't spend time with them. Don't give them your most precious resource. I genuinely only spend time with people that I would like to be like, at least in one form or another, right? I've got, like, for example, I've got certain mates that have certain traits which I'm like, don't really, you know, agree with that or whatever. But there are other traits which I'm like, I fucking love that about this dude, right? And he could be 100 levels above me in one area, and I'm just like, man, I want to get around that energy, and I want to absorb that, and I want to learn from you in that area. But in the other area, I try and I literally honestly don't even talk to that individual about specific things, because I'm like, I don't want your view on those things. And, you know, he respects that, he understands that, and that's cool. But just in general, stay away from people who are going to hold you back. And if you're a man, particularly a young man, and when I say young man, I'm not saying like 12 years old. I'm talking like fucking, honestly, like 10 years old to like 35 years old. And even after that, in general, you don't want to be around other men with wounded perspectives on women, because it's just going to fuck you up. It's going to taint your worldview. It's going to poison your mind and your perception, and it's going to mess things up in your mind which don't need to be messed up. So I'm going to leave it here. I am trying to make these videos a little bit shorter so I don't like just ramble on for like 40 minutes at a time. But if you did get value from this video, I want you guys to give it a like so I know that you guys actually like the video. Comment down below what you think, your thoughts. I'd love your opinions, whether you agree with me or not. I don't mind. Just share your opinion. Love that. And subscribe to the channel if you want more stuff like this, if you want to see more, because I post every single day and I've got some really cool stuff in the near future. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next one.